sprinter Rodney Wallace, and he's away here superbly. Dean up with him. Wallace, what a goal!
Cook goes for goal! Chance for Bradley Johnson now. Johnson drives it across goal. Beckford! Yes! Jermaine Beckford puts Leeds into dreamland!
Good evening and thank you for joining us here on Matchday Live, where the team are just 2 wins away from a return to the Premier League. And after a battling game at Elland Road on Sunday, it's all square heading into tonight's game here at Elland Road. The atmosphere is electric, and who better to share that with than our very own, the lovely Mr. Michael Bridges.
Thank you for that intro. Much appreciated.
How are you feeling, Bridges?
I'm very excited. I really am excited. This is why we play the game of football, for moments like this and the opportunity. This is why fans come and watch and support teams on occasions like this. I would rather be promoted automatically, but honestly, the playoffs at home at Elland Road, special nights.
It really is. Just give us a sense of the atmosphere right now here at Elland Road, Bridgie.
I can't give you a definitive word, but what I will say, the best stadium with the best fans that I've played in. I've had a lot of clubs in my career, Emma. Playing at Elland Road, the European nights, I'll take their nights to my grave. And I know that I've spoken to Jermaine Beckford about the playoff nights that they've had in the past, and the nights I've had here at this football club. I think the fans tonight at Elland Road are going to play a massive part in seeing this team get to Wembley. And
if you're one of the players in there right now, how are you feeling?
I'm hoping that everybody's on a calm and collective, getting there. You know, they'll be going through their own routines. As we know, some of the boys will listen to music, some of the boys will be listening to podcasts, they'll be trying to turn their mind off it, and you know, the lads will be having a chat and a joke. It's about also the manager and Daniel Farke and his staff, the way they're feeling. You don't want to feel the pressure. You've got to embrace this moment and you've got to capitalise on it. And I know we've got a lot of players that have been in precious moments before. We've got players that have been in the Premier League that want to get back there, the hunger and desire to do that with this football club. So all in all, the mentality, that it depends how big of a character you are to be able to handle these situations, and the best players handle the big moments better than others, because that's why they get to the top and get to the next level. You've got to be, you can be a great player, but if you haven't got the mental side of the game and to be able to handle the big occasions, that's when you find out who deserves to be there. And Daniel Farke has been there before.
I was just about to say, how will he be feeling right now?
He'll be loving it. He'll be loving it. He'll be relishing this opportunity, not only against his former club, but he's seen this football club now. Norwich have got a good fan base. Norwich have got a good history. Daniel Farke has come to Leeds United and he's gone, wow, this is a huge scale, this is a huge project, and he's embraced the opportunity, and I'm just hoping he can fulfil his obligations and get us over the line.
We all are, Michael Bridges. How did you used to prepare ahead of a really big game?
I used to get butter. Do you know what it is? If I didn't have butterflies before a game, and I didn't feel like I needed to go to the toilet, that sounds terrible. That was my cue. If I had butterflies, I knew I was going to have a good game. If I didn't have butterflies, I started to worry myself, because I'm thinking, why am I not feeling the tension in this game? and I think it used to affect my performances. So whenever I had butterflies, I used to always hear my dad say, "I'm going to score today, mate." I said, "I've got the butterflies."
I love that.
So that was how I got. That was my take. It was either butterflies or not butterflies.
You prepared by going to the toilet then,
yeah,
basically.
that's it.
Thanks for that,
but the preparation, the preparation changed when I came to Leeds United as well. There was a lot more on the nutrition side, and there was a lot more on going away from the ground. We used to go to a hotel in Leeds City Centre, do a team talk there, just so we didn't feel it, and then you got the excitement coming to the ground on the bus.
Well, the excitement is certainly here right now. Let's head outside, let's head over to the tunnel and catch up with our commentary team for the first time this evening. Here's Bryn Law and Tony Dorigo.
All quiet, all calm down here in the tunnel just at the moment. Out there on the pitch shortly, it's going to be bedlam. One change to talk about for Leeds United, Tony. Piru comes in, no Byram tonight.
Yes, that certainly looks like we're going back to our normal formation of 4-2-3-1 with Piru certainly up top of number 10 and Jorginho the other way around. So it's an attacking change. Certainly at home you would expect us to have more of the ball. Listening to Wagner's comments as well about making defensively strong, getting through the game somehow, whether it's 0-0 draw. So we're going to have plenty of possession. So you would expect that change to be made.
So how does it go tonight? What's the game plan?
I wish I knew. We're all calm, aren't we? Everything, we're confident. No, listen, it's nervy. We know that, but you've just got to play the game, and as players, it's really important to concentrate. It is still a game of football, so whatever goes on around the place, try and ignore that as best you can. So what they're going to try and do, clearly, they've got some big guys at the back in Duffy and Gibson, so set pieces is clearly going to be key for them. Don't give them too many opportunities with that. We're going to have plenty of possession, so be secure in possession, don't give away anything cheap, and then start quickly and really, take it to them. That's what they're expecting. Give it some.
What role does the crowd play in the game this evening?
A lot. They really do. And I just hope that if it's 0-0 at half-time or after 60 minutes or if we go 1-0 down, it's fine. Just get back to the game and crack on, because feeling that from the crowd through to the players, and we said it all season, they're still pretty inexperienced. There's some young players out there. One or two aren't in best confidence mode, so I think they really need just to hang in there and keep supporting the boys as best they can. You're nervous, I'm going to be nervous, we know we're going to be nervous, but somehow let's not transmit that onto the players.
Confident?
I'm confident we'll get through. I really do. Would I put a load of money on it? Yes, of course I would, Bryn. Is that the right answer?
That is the right answer.
We can do it. Of course we can do it.
Well said, Tony Dorigo. There you go. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I know they touched on team news there, but obviously Sam Barron we know is out. Archie Gray is in at right back. Just on that confidence point there, Bridgie, after Sunday's performance, do you think the squad as a whole will be feeling a little more confident heading into tonight's game?
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. I think if you take away the first 15-20 minutes of that game where Norwich looked like they were going to be a threat, we did look nervous. And both playoff games, West Brom and Southampton finished 0-0 as well. The nervy affairs. I think the confidence booster would have been when we controlled the game thereafter. There was moments when I thought we're back to our best here, apart from the finishing. And I just loved the defensive units were talking, the communication was there, and we were able to control the game with our passing game, and that's what I like to see us back to. So taking that away, to bring it back to Elland Road with that kind of momentum building, I'm very confident. When Papa Smurf there, Tony Dorigo, the old head of the wisdom man, when he's confident and he's saying
we're all confident.
I'm confident.
Let's have a look back at Norwich a little more. I want to talk in a little more detail about the good and the bad. Yeah. Starting with their weaknesses, because at times they were slow in possession in that game, weren't they?
Yeah, they were, and they're a possession-based team. They like to play out from the back, but when they do it so slow and they allow pressure and inviting a press like we see here from Leeds United, they run out of options to pass. So what we do, because of the quick momentum building and then we win the ball back, we're able to go and capitalise and really threaten them. So again, what it does then, they've then got to go longer. So they can't play through the passing lines, and when they start playing the longer balls, it's really good for us because they haven't really got anybody that's going to go and chase it, and then we've got the space in the middle of the park. Now this was Gruev alongside Archie Gray when he was playing in there in Camara, and once we started winning that midfield battle, I think we controlled the game tremendously. So Norwich have got something to think about in this game now. Are they going to have the confidence to try and play through our lines again when we're pressing so well? That's a big like capital point for Daniel Farr to say. If they do, we've got to go and press, and they're the moments that we can really win this game and hurt them. The flip side of it is when they recognise that we're pressing well, they're going to do them long balls as we saw, and they will have rectified it and have players running for that.
Well, do you know what, Bridgie? They haven't been great away from home this season, but they, like you say, they do have threats, and we did see glimpses of those threats in that game.
Yeah, there was.
They?
Like I say, the first 20 minutes they did have me very, very worried. We checked out the heat map from Norwich City as well. Like I say, because they weren't passing, they were happy to play long balls, and when I say long passes, what it does, a lot of the balls went into wide areas, and that's where they were getting a lot of joy. Centrally, they didn't really hurt us at all, but in the wide areas, when they got in there, they were quite happy to play the ball into the box first time and get dangerous areas. They're also good in the counter-attack. We had a corner set play where we almost scored from, and you can see here the counter-attack at pace. So this is a huge point for Norwich, but then I want to say what a positive is. Look at the white shirts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 white shirts getting back to track 3 Norwich players. So again, yes, they're a threat, but defensively, these are the moments that made me so happy, and I saw the players of Leeds really working hard. So a change in the full-back position. Sam Byam is out. Archie Gray goes back to the right-back position. As you see in the wide areas from Norwich City, Firpo and Archie Gray are going to have a big moment in this match.
Yeah, because at times they were good at doubling up on us in that game.
Yeah, so Rutter, I think Pirro plays the 9, and we're just seeing Rutter there. So what they were worried about the number 10, and what they were doing there was doubling up on a certain player. So what you've got to do there, Emma, when there's 2 players around you, that means that we've got a numerical advantage somewhere else in the field. So Rutter was taking too many touches. Daniel Farke would have said to him, listen, tonight if you've got the same thing happening, when you get it, give it straight away to somebody else that's in space, because you've got 2 men around you, you've done your job, don't need to be too fancy and flicky.
Absolutely, and on that, we were much improved, weren't we, Bridgie? I know you were impressed with that performance. We could see our threats in that game. Let's just have a little look at those, shall we?
Well, it was the games against Sunderland I was worried about, because our XG was nowhere to be seen against them. Blackburn not, but we're good to see that we're actually building up. There's forward runners. Then what we're doing with the forward runs, it's one touch passing. We're breaking them down, dissecting them, and that is when I know that Leeds are at their best. When we're getting the balls out of Willie Nonto and Somerville, who can go and attack in one-on-one situations, right? Because again, they're trying to double up 2 players. What does it do? That means the spare players inside the area. So the only negative I've got from this game really is that we didn't score, and the final pass or the final finish was not there. But the confidence that you gain as a staff, we're getting the ball into the final third, and we're seeing full-backs involved, we're seeing the wingers that we want on the ball involved, and we're getting crosses into dangerous areas.
But you're right there, Bridgie, it's going to be so important in this game tonight at home that we do get that goal early. It's
an early goal, or to stay in the game as long as possible, not like concede. I think we'll look defensively solid. This was our moment of the game, I felt. You just saw there, I talked about the one-touch passing. That started from Firpo. We dissected them in every part of the field there, Emma, and we got the rub of the green when it fell to Firpo, but obviously the offside run from Rutter towards the end, which was almost on, but he's just on the wrong side. But they're the moments, centrally, when we've got players of this quality, and that is where we've got to capitalise. And I think tonight, we will see that happen time and time again, because the one-touch passing is where we hurt Norwich.
You're right, and I know you referenced the midfield earlier, Bridgie, but that is basically where this game's going to be won and lost tonight, isn't it? That's
where it's going to be controlled, and I'd love to see Archie in there, but he does a job everywhere in the field. So it's up to Gruev, Kamara, and Rutter to be the ones that get on the ball, and when we can, Somerville on the ball in the wide areas, because when he gets facing forward and he gets inside the penalty area, defenders absolutely hate it. And then another player, Pirro, gets on the ball here in the space. That's going to be Rutter's position tonight, and as we've seen there, the amount of space you can get, that's what we call trying to break the lines. So you're getting between the defensive line and their midfield line in that pocket of space which we highlighted there. So again, the more chances you can get in there and get turned and face forward, the better we're going to be.
With Norwich being away from home, Bridgie, is their approach going to change at all, knowing what's at stake tonight?
I don't think they will. I think they're going to try and play. That's what he's renowned for. And they want to have a go, and I'd be very disappointed if they didn't have a go, because I've never seen them really change up throughout the season. The other moment I want to talk about, which we're highlighting here, is I don't like using the word subs. Right, I was a sub many times in my career. Game changers. Dan James is one of them game changers. You come on, you make an impact in the game. We saw he got an 8-minute cameo, but what he did in that 8 minute, he caused carnage. He's got pace, and I think that he had a little knock and he wasn't worried about it. That's a good sign. And again, Joseph's on the bench. We've just got a very, very strong bench, game changers that can come on and do things.
And in games like this, They are so
Well, it could go to extra time as well, so they could be even more beneficial. So that's the decision that Daniel Farke has got to make with his staff to say, when do we make change? At what point of the game? If it's still in the 0-0 situation or it's a 1-1, how does he manage them substitutions?
Right, well, with just 15 minutes to go until kick-off, let's get the thoughts of the captain, Ethan Ampadu.
Well, Ethan, big game. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, massively. Big game, as you said, but it's an enjoyable occasion. We know what the outcome's going to be, but we also know what we've got to do. The first game was tight. Obviously, we're playing against a very good team who want to win as well. But for us, it's focusing on ourselves, trying to take last game as a baseline, and then try and improve on that.
There's all sorts of scenarios could play out. You might need the patience of the crowd potentially as one of those scenarios. Would that be right?
We know we're going to have their full support. Obviously, everyone wants to win, us and them. We know that they're going to be behind us. We know that they're going to push us on, and hopefully we can just make a good night for all. It's
been a fantastic home for you this season, hasn't it, Elland Road? So you just want to pick up on that basis again, I'm guessing, as well.
Yeah, definitely. We always feel confident when we play here. I think we feel confident anyway, but especially here, as I said, as you just mentioned, the fans, the way they get behind us, the way that they can make the atmosphere amazing, and we're not expecting anything less tonight.
Ethan Ampadu there, he speaks so well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But as a captain, do you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders in a game like this?
He will be feeling it, yeah, but he won't show it because he's been in World Cups. I mean, at such a young age, like you said, he's very mature. He's been in pressure situations at World Cups, so he'll handle this situation. But inside he will be like churning up, or he'll have butterflies or whatever. But he won't show that. That's what the captains do. He's a true leader. I like him off the field as well. I met him several times, interviewed him as you would have done. He's just a great character to be around, and I think he's since he got that armband, he's walked with absolute pride, and he's been a centre half alongside Roden, probably the best centre half pairing I've seen this season when you compare how many they haven't conceded.
Well, we can just see the lads warming up there, and I don't know if you can hear it, but all you can hear is We All Love Leeds singing out behind us. What is being said in the dressing room right now, do you think, Bridgie?
In the dressing room right now, the staff will be going again through their set plays. They'll be putting things on the board. They'll have the drinks prepared. They'll have everything ready. Anybody needs a quick little massage or something just to get the lactic nerves out prior to the game.
Can I have one of them, please?
Exactly. You can see they're going through the mobility routine here, so they'll be doing their stretches, their dynamics before they go into any physical stuff. So I think Daniel Farke would have said, listen, we're at home. We've got the fans behind us. They use them and maximise them to our ability. Play our game, don't get too carried away with the occasion. A goal will come at some point, so we don't always have to go at pace and attack and counter. Play our own game, stick to the game plan, and I think, well, like Tony Dorigo said there, we will get through this tie.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of butterflies in there though.
Oh yes.
You'll know all about
I know exactly
that.
all about that.
You mentioned earlier though, Bridgie, you can be the most talented player in the world, but when it comes to crunch games like this, mentality is everything, isn't it?
Yeah, so you talk about younger players feeling pressure more than senior players. Some embrace it. So I'll take you to the Archie Gray when he got the man of the match against Chelsea. That's what I'm saying, the mentality to go into a game like that, of that stature against the best players in the world, to put on a performance like that shows me, if I'm the boss of other teams or things, he has got the characteristics that I am looking for. Daniel Farke knows he's got the characteristics for this team to handle this occasion. Other players can bottle it and go under. So he is a great example of what it takes to be the best. And then, like I say, we've just seen the leader there in Ampadu. He's played at World Cups. This will be key for players like that because they want to rise to occasions like this.
Yeah, it's almost like it gives them a freedom. Youth can give you freedom as much as experience.
And don't get us wrong, we're wanting to win. But the management team are looking at for next season as well. Who does he want to take with him on this journey and this ride? Are some of them going to be able to handle the pressure? And if they do, they rise, you're on the journey. If not, then you start getting question marks about you.
Bridgie, it's the moment of truth.
Yes.
Right?
Come on.
What is your score prediction?
I'm not giving a score.
Oh,
no,
Bridgie, come
not
on.
tonight. Come on. I am not jinxing this. I'm saying we're going to win. I don't care whether it's 1 or whether it's 21. We will get through this game.
Just very finally, before we throw, because there's only a few minutes until kick-off, Bridgie, if you were in there, what would your one bit of advice be to the lads right now?
Embrace the atmosphere and absolutely kill it.
The atmosphere.
I mean, kill it. I mean, I don't mean kill everybody. I mean, just kill it. And
it's probably a good job you're not down there with them, actually, Bridgie.
You've got to embrace it because, I've played out there. I know what it's like when you get these fans behind you. And, you've got to maximise it, because they will. The 12th man or 12th person is going to come in so valuable today.
Absolutely, the atmosphere, which is absolutely incredible, with just 10 minutes to go until kick-off for the final game of the season here at Elland Road, and what a season it's been.
Leeds United.
One of the most famous clubs in British football history.
The full-time whistle sounds, and it sounds on Leeds Premier League status. It's been a very tough season, no question about that. And now Leeds United, well, the players, the football club, have to take time to recover, to regroup, and then hopefully to regain Premier League status as quickly as possible. Welcome back. Elland Road once more, full to the rafters. A new league it may be, a new journey begins. But Leeds United fans keep turning up in huge numbers to back their team. Huge frustration for the away team. Byram swings a good ball into the middle. Great ball into the middle. Nunto! Has its first goal. It's the first win of the championship season.
Our name says already what we are all about. We are Leeds United. We are Leeds. We're not perfect. We're not without mistakes. But we are there always with a big heart. Yeah, everyone likes also to moan sometimes. It's not happy. This just shows that we care. But when it comes down to when it's important, when we have to stick together, then we have also this mentality, we are united against all odds, against all resilience. Then it's a bit like the feeling, yeah, it's us against the world.
ready. Here we go. It's playoff football at Elland Road. It's Leeds United against Norwich City. It's all square, goalless after the first leg at Carrow Road 4 days ago. The noise here is unbelievable. Scarves on every seat when the fans arrived are all now being held or waved above heads all around the ground. It's an incredible sight. It's an incredible noise. Now we need an incredible performance. The fanfare marks the entry of the two teams onto the playing surface here at Elland Road. Momentarily there's a pause as they're held in the tunnel, and that absolute wall of white all around the stadium. Every person in every seat, a scarf above their head, is the sight that will greet the players as they emerge from that famous old tunnel down below and look around this famous old